Yeah, every time I say this, so many people disrespect me, yeah, because over South London, North London, all around there, yeah, South East, North London, North East, wherever it is, everybody thinks over there they're the best fighters ever, yeah. They all do, everyone does. Build a Bomb, Lenny McLean, Roy Shaw, but they're all in them areas, aren't they? Little cliques and all that. Let me tell you something, West London, yeah, some good fighters in West London, mate, don't worry about that. And I went from West London to go over to your sides, South East London, North East London, all over them places, Islington, all round there, yeah, to fight at Rainbow, Mayfair, Tottenham, and all around them places. And yeah, you know, and I've had a few fights over them ways, and one of my third fights over there was a guy called Brian Hall. And Brian Hall, good pro, mate. He's fought a lot of people in the unlicensed game, and a lot of people come and stuck with Brian Hall. I went the distance with Brian. I think we've done 8 rounds, and it was a draw. I thought I won, but it was a draw. That's on Box On, the video called Box On. You see me, I think I'm 6 minutes 9 seconds into Box On video. You'll see me there, fighting Brian Hall, yeah. I was in prison a long time, mate. A long time, yeah. And all them times, I trained every day. Sometimes twice a day. For 5 days a week, 6 days a week, yeah. All the time training. So you can imagine how fit you are. I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, I didn't do nothing. I didn't take drugs. All I done was get in the kitchen, eat the right food, and train. I was massive, yeah. I was powerful as they come. So when I get out, actually, when I was in Albany and places like that, yeah, they was telling me that you should get into this unlicensed fighting game. Well, you'll kill them, you know what I mean? You'll smash them to pieces. Because I could have a row in prison, you know what I mean? I wasn't fighting no man in there, mate, and I still ain't, even at 70 odd years of age. Anyway, so when I went to the Beckett and all that and started sparring with Roy Shaw and go down the ring and spar with Lenny McLean. And when I fought at Mayfair Tottenham and I fought Brian Hall and I see Lenny McLean there, I heard so much about Lenny McLean when I was in prison, so much, you know, and I always wanted to fight him. Of course I did, you know what I mean? Well, I'm a man, aren't I? But everybody disrespects me out there. Don't disrespect me, mate. You ain't got a clue who I am. A lot of people, yeah, they don't know me, mate. You know, and listen, I'm a fighter, yeah. And Jimmy Tibbett matched me with Lenny. It was either through Frankie Warren or it was through Vic Andretti. It was someone, and I put a little thumbnail on there. One of my shows that Lenny never showed up. It was one of them. Yeah, I've got about 3, I think. But I'll show you one thumbnail. I'm not all that good at doing the editing and all that scene, but I'm learning now. I'm going to start learning because I see my other mate Stuart Matt Legg does it. He does it really well. I should do the same thing. Yeah. But I had 2 fights with Lenny. Supposed to have 2 fights, never showed up twice. But it doesn't mean to say that Lenny never showed up. It might be for Vic Andretti or Frankie Warren. Yeah. But I love to fight. I had lots of unlicensed fighting, loads of unlicensed fighting. Lenny's got a big name, and I really respect that name. He's got Lenny McLean, yeah. He died as an actor. The guy was a fantastic actor. He looked the part. Big man. On the roids, 21 stone, 22 stone, powerful as they come. You know, and when he was fighting me, when he was sparring me, and he was at the Rainbow, he was about 15.5 stone, 16 stone. He wasn't no more. And you see, I mean, a lot of people must have seen some of these videos with Frankie Warren, with Lenny. Lenny wasn't that big. It's the voids, and not only is the voids. Listen, I was in the voids myself. I know exactly how it is, yeah. And the voids are okay for a little bit of time, but after a while they attack the heart. Yeah, they build muscle around the heart, and you can't breathe. It's very hard to get your lungs together, and that's what kills you really. in a way. The lungs, it smashes your lungs up, it just smashes them to pieces. Your heart, it smashes it to pieces. No blood can get circulated, and so your lungs get collapsed and all that going, yeah. But anyway, Lenny died of cancer, I think, I believe. Lenny wouldn't have had many fights, mate. He wouldn't. I mean, he wouldn't have. He was doing well as an actor. What do you want to start fighting for? Do you know what I mean? I mean, a lot of people tell me that Lenny had 12 fights or 13 fights. He fought a light-skinned guy. I forget the guy's name. Columbo's fought him a few times. He beat Lenny. I forget his name now. But Lenny had 12 fights. 12 fights. He got beat. I think he got beat 5 times, 6 times out of that 12. That's nothing to be ashamed of, you know what I mean? He literally gets in the ring. But he did get beat. You know, everybody gets beat. And I read a bit of the paper this morning. Someone's put in that Matt Legg had this guy around there sparring with him. I forget his name. He's an actor. Yeah, he said he had 3,000 fights. Fucking hell, 3,000 fights. There was some fights, eh? But anyway, yeah, I know he had 12. I know he had 12 unlicensed fights, and now they're saying he had about 280 odd fights in the 2,000 fights in the street. Well, I can't see that, but that's what he reckon anyway. But if he did, he's a proper man, mate. He's a proper man, and he was a proper man. You know what I mean? He was a fighting man. You know, he loved to fight, and he's on the door of a lot of clubs. I was on the door of a lot of clubs too. Do you know what? It's all the people that I know that know me very well. Most of them are dead now. Do you know what I mean? Cliff Hills, Jimmy Tibbet, Terry Coombs, Terry Sharp, Eddie Richards, not Eddie, Charlie, but Eddie was around when I was around. But it's hard to talk to people like that. They don't really remember. Their memory goes. But Eddie, I think, is about the only one around now who was with me when I was doing my unlicensed fighting. You got Frankie Warren. He was around, but is Frankie Warren going to get involved with unlicensed fighting when he's a professional promoter now? He ain't going to do that, is he? I remember Vic Andretti, and went on the film called Box On, and he's saying F the boxing border control. But also Frankie Warren done the same thing, so they cut that out. Yeah, they cut that out because Frank become a licensed fighter, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? So they don't want that on the film, don't they? But that was on the film when I first got it. So Box On. Anyway, just to let people know, don't underestimate me. Yeah, don't think that I'm some sort of an idiot. You know what I mean? And I had a lot of unlicensed fights. Most of my fights was with Jimmy Tibbet. We used to go around all the pubs and clubs and his bars and all that. And Jimmy would buy me a Guinness and some black currant. I'd be sitting there like a fool, and he'd be sort of like looking at the bouncers and pointing over to me, and the bouncers nod their head, and it'd be off, yeah. And I'd fight them maybe a week later. Yeah, and don't forget, in them days, same as the Rainbow and the Mayfair and all around that areas. You go into the gym, you go into the dressing rooms there. You got people, Roddy Redrup, you got Columbo, you got Cliff Fields, you got loads of fighters there. Lloyd Waltham, there's loads, maybe 10 fighters that night, maybe. And they just come in there to fight. And it isn't none of this, because now media's took over, isn't it? You know, in them days, you just go to a dressing room and say, I'll fight you next week. If he hadn't been smashed up too bad, he's had a fight in the ring, he's won, he's come out, he's not the guy, stopped the guy or whatever, comes in the dressing room, you're sitting down, so I'll fight you next week. All right, you're the ones that we fight. And that's how quick it was, a week. Now, they want 3, 4, 5 months, big media thing, like they're Tyson, like they're proper professional fighters. And they ain't, it's unlicensed fighters that the media's took over now and makes them like that, you know what I mean? Even the Tyson Fury shit now was going down with is it Yuskort? Isn't it Yuskort? His name is, and all these fighters. It's pathetic, isn't it? It's pathetic. You know, you got Warren, you got Earns. All they want to do is earn money, and it's the greatest thing that Earns did say that all he does it for is the cash to earn money. Of course it is. Of course it is. What else are you doing it for? What else are you doing it for? It's for money, mate. You know, and this is what they're doing it for in the media. You know what I mean? I fancy that what's his name? What's his name? Not Josh. Not. Do you know what? I'm so bad with names. I'm sure I'm going a bit. My old head's going in my old age. You know what I mean? But anyway, you got Joshua fighting Saturday. Not a lot of publicity on that, mate. On Joshua fight, I think people have pulled away from Anthony Joshua at the minute. Tyson Fury, he's gone over the top with what he is, what he ain't. He's gone too far over the top now. It's all media now, isn't it? But a person like that was malted up. He don't stop talking, don't stop nagging, and it drives people mad, doesn't he? It's too much now. It's too much. It's like when Mickey Theo, I think it was it John Fury? Was it John Fury? I'm not quite sure. Peter or John with Mickey Theo. I mean, Mickey Theo, fair play to Mickey Theo, you know. He went everywhere. He put posters up all over the gaff, and the Furies just shouting his mouth about they're going to bash him up and do this, do that. He didn't care. Mickey Theo didn't care. He went up north, up Manchester, there, everywhere. You know, got on with that Porcupine, Peaky Pie, what his name is, a big thing. You know, he had a go at me on there as well. Yeah, fair play to him. I like Mickey Theo. I like him a lot. He does what should be done. You know what I mean? He's a proper guy, mate. You know, and yeah, fair play to him, mate. He did. I think it was Johnny Fury. I'm not quite sure. Whatever Fury it was, when they said they'd fight anybody their age, and he said, "I'll fight you," and that was it. Their arsehole went, didn't they? They didn't want to do it, and it's the same with Tyson Fury at the minute. You know. You've got Wellin who fought him before, the Southpaw, fought Tyson Fury. You know, he gave him a good fight, mate, and he cut him up bad. You know, Southpaw, same as Yusk, whatever his name is, and you know, exact same. He don't want to fight a Southpaw, mate. He don't want to fight, and Yusk is better than the other geezer. I fancied that he would cut him up bad. I fancy it would cut Fury up bad. I know Fury's going to try and hang on him, big weight, put all the weight on him, but I don't think this fight's ever going to happen. Anyway, I think Tyson Fury will maybe just retire, as he should do, with all the money he's got. He don't want to mug himself off, does he? He don't want to get beat by someone he could have beat easy years ago. Do you know what I mean? He just wants to knock on the head now and just retire and live it and just live his life, really. Who do you fancy is going to be world title? Win the world title? Who do you fancy? You know, let us know in the comments. Who do you fancy is going to win the world title? Who do you fancy is number one now? Who's going to be number one? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know really. It's be good to find out. Wouldn't it be good to, you know, we could look forward on it. I love it, man. I used to love my boxing. I'm just gutted. That, you know, that me being an arm robber and a enforcer and all them sort of things ruined my career. And it's like, you know, like now, and all the same really, in a way, because, you know, it's all about earning pound notes and robberies and this, that and the other. When you go in prison, you lose a lot of your money. But not only do you lose your money, but how many people you think in their fight in prison, now they just be earning millions of pounds, hundreds of grands here. When they get in prison, they're fighting to get a job that pays them £4 a week, £3 a week. That makes sense, does it? Outside, they wouldn't work at all. In prison, they want to work. They want to work every day of the week, mopping the floors, scrubbing the walls, scrubbing the floors, in the kitchen working like dogs. Yeah, in the gym, all this. Do you know what I mean? You work like an idiot in prison, and you're out on the street, you don't work at all, and you're getting good money, but in prison you work like a fool and you're getting like £10 a week or £5 a week. It's no sense in it. It's crazy. You know what I mean? And, you know, and amount of times, you know, like you get transferred to another nick, yeah, and you see people that are gangsters, big gangsters, you know, and big faces, and they're working, and you see them mopping the landing. You see them mopping the landing, and you say to them, "Get us a job. Can you get me a job?" Well, you know, it's a bit awkward, mate. It's hard to get a job, yeah. You know, I mean, it's hard to get a job. Only because I got the job. You know, I got the job. I got the job because I am. You get £9 a week. Yeah, lovely. Keep going, mate. It's crazy. It's crazy, isn't it? That you go in prison for a big bit of work. You know, you got £1 million out there or whatever, or £2 million. You come in prison and you can't wait to get a job. When you get up at 6 in the morning, you know, to get yourself together, get your job and all that and now run around, nick a little bit of meat and a little bit of milk and all this and the other. You know, I suppose they call that survival, yeah. But I've seen lots of guys in there. I've got to say that most guys that I've seen in there that have got a lot of money out in the street work 5, 6, 7 days a week in prison. Yeah, they do. And it's just one of them things, and you think to yourself, this geezer, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? Oh, what? And me, I had quite a bit of money myself come in there, and you can't wait to get a job. It's crazy. If you put some effort at getting a job out of the street, you wouldn't be doing armed robberies and all this, that and the other. Do you know? And it, in a way, I think this media is a good thing because a lot of kids now in prison have got phones, yeah? A lot of kids in prison, most kids have got phones in prisons now. But I like this YouTube to a certain extent where there's a lot of people like myself and other people that have done lots of bad things in their life and they do videos about or podcasts about what they've done in their life. And right at the very end of it all, yeah, you got to say to yourself, wow, why is this guy doing interviews and podcasts and videos about his life? Because he's not trying to make himself big. He's trying to tell you kids out there and people out there that at the end of it, that's what we've got to do. We've got to do videos and podcasts and things like that to survive. Or if not survive, just to let you people out there know that we've lost everything. We've lost everything. I've lost everything. You know, you go in prison as an enforcer, big time Charlie Potatoes, massive, you know, everybody respects you. All of a sudden, bit of bird going, bit of bird going, bit of bird, but you get all of a sudden, you get a big bit of bird, you come out, you think sweet, and then you get another big bit of bird, like I've got IPP, and you think, oh, what now? And you come out, mate, in your 60s, you know what I mean? And you think, oh, hold up, where's it gone? My life's gone. My life's gone. And you lose everything. You lose everything, you know? And then you think to yourself, wow, 10 years, 12 years down the line, and you still ain't gone nowhere. I'm lucky that I've got a good mate called Terry Haley. Terry Haley stuck by me 101%. He's got me a book. He's put a lot into a book for me. A lot into a book. Believe me. I won't tell you on the phone, but what on my video, how much he's put into this book. But believe me, yeah, he could have had 5 books written just by writing this one book. There's so much content in this book. It's unbelievable. It's a fantastic book, mate. And to get a book and even to get maybe a series or a film or get something out of this, you know, to think, I don't know what I'd do. I'd cry my eyes open in a way, you know what I mean? Because I've lost everything. Now I've got a chance of building my life up again, yeah? This is why I do what I do. This is why I do my podcast. This is why I say what I say. That I've learnt this and do that. But I want people to realise, that at the end of it, at the end of whatever we do, we think about it and come back and do what I'm doing now. To tell you, right, that, mate, you might be in prison now, 18, 19 years of age. Want to be some sort of a gangster or an enforcer or hurt people, yeah? But look at it this way. The end result could be the same as me. Could be a lot of people. There's a lot of people who do podcasts, interview people like myself, and they've got nothing. All we've got is a story about our life. It's a story that we want people to hear and listen and read and all this, that and the other, because it's no good. It's no good having everything and then having it all took away from you and coming out to nothing, losing your kids, losing your wife, losing your girlfriends, losing your mum, losing your dad. My mum, she waited for her son for 26 and a half years. I've done 5 years on the road before my mum died. So that's 31 years. My mum had not seen me only week by week, now and again, when I come out on the street. Because you don't go around and see your mum, you go around and see her a little bit, you go out to earn money, give you one a little bit, and that's it. But when your mum's gone, she's lost 36 years of your life. How do you think she feels, mate? All she done is cry her eyes open at night time to think my boy is in prison. You know what I mean? It hurts to think about them things. You know what I mean? I think my dad, my stepdad, he was like my real dad. He was a fantastic man, and when he died as well, he broke my heart, mate. He broke my heart. I thought, oh wow, what's going on? I lost my dad, my real dad, when I was 1 year of age, and I was always looking for a man to take me close. And what happens? Because I did that, I got sexually, physically abused. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, just a little video, really. It ain't that big, and it ain't really about this, and it ain't really about that. It's just something that I want to talk about. Anyway, this is Bang Bang Roll. Nice one. Have a nice evening, yeah? Bye.